It's reward.
It's the reward. So the reward is it's sitting in this house of its reward this year.
As far as I guess,
it's the reward.
I came up on YouTube. And what year are we on? A week?
Get it together, yeah. So.
No, what week are we on?
I'm sorry. The United States spread 64. So the transformation card is sitting in the reward, and it's a 10 of clubs. So this year, if you're a 10 of clubs, you are definitely powerful, but you're the reward for the United States. So the reward for the United States would be the sun. That's deep.
Yeah. And it's pushed by the Ace of Diamonds. So I guess new information as far as new discoveries, secrets is coming out maybe publicly as well.
Government,
yeah, especially about the government. Probably a lot of gossip as well. I would say. And I don't know if I can trust like information that's being publicized either.
Well, we know that. We pretty much are, and me and Darren were talking about that yesterday, about how everything has been extremely quiet. You know, we've gone from the chatter of the last administration and this being a reward makes sense because the 10 of clubs challenging karma card is Jack of Spades too. So the Jack of Spades could be secrets too, right?
Mm-hmm. And then the Jack of Spades is in Mercury Venus. So I don't know. It's maybe something. I don't even want to say about the vaccines, or I don't know. And then the 9 of Diamonds is displacing the 10 of clubs. So as far as
Pluto.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's deep. So yeah, that's some deep stuff. And the Ace of Diamonds is definitely COVID. So the Ace of Diamonds is in the moon. So people are definitely in their feelings about COVID. And the 3 of Diamonds is a supporting karma card, so we know it's all money, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Challenging karma card, the 6 of Hearts, so it's definitely from the past. We know COVID is something that is not new, for sure, right?
Yeah, hopefully it's a depth to it. The extended space is under. I'm just ready for it to be over.
Well, the 8 of Spades is supporting it, so the 8 of Spades is the cosmic lesson. So what is that telling you? The 8 of Spades is telling you need to get your health right, isn't it? Mm. You can't make that up. And the 8 is and the challenging karma cards are 5 of Hearts. So this was a year about your health. Wow. That's serious. It's saying you, and the 10 of Spades is Neptune to it. So it was always about you. The 9 of Spades is the support karma card. So it's about your health. Oh wow. People's health this year, and we know that. It's definitely been a year of people, just on here alone. Look at how much you talked about CMOS, right?
Yeah.
So it's definitely been about your health this year. You get your health in order.
And also new forms of communication, maybe about those particular subjects and topics, people just speaking and talking about it more overall.
Yeah, a lot of health people are out and about, definitely coaching and talking, with that 10 of clubs there, and finding out a lot of information, right?
Yeah, new businesses around those particular subjects and topics. I mean, just look at the fact we're on Clubhouse. That's a new line of form of communication around groups, and I think it's more group talks as well. Creating clubs and social networks behind that particular.
And the Ace of Spades is in the 3 of clubs, 3 of Spades. So that's real, going in and being creative with it. It's definitely benefiting and opening up new ways of making money. The 6 of Diamonds is the challenging karma card. So yeah, definitely about making money, teaching and coaching, and definitely is the way for you to go with new technology, new businesses would be that way, definitely. But it's in Saturn, 10 of diamonds, so you got to do the work. Definitely, it's sitting in Saturn, Jupiter. So if you do the work, you're going to get paid. This is building. This is so interesting. So the 10 of clubs is teaching us this year how to market ourselves, right? How to do the work, because the 10 of clubs is a card of living your best life. When you know how to operate in the 10 of clubs, because the support karma cards are 4 spades. 10 of clubs is a crown card, and it's a 10. And 10s are powerful. When it's broken down, it's that masculine energy, that drive. And it's sitting in the sun. So that's a lot of masculine energy around the 10 of clubs, right?
Yeah.
A lot. That's a lot. That's a very driven energy. You can't be lazy.
Especially with the King of Spades and Venus.
Huh?
So especially with the King of Spades. I mean,
yeah, and it sits in Mars.
Venus,
it's the sun and Mars. I haven't looked at the 10 of clubs in that position like that. That's the sun and Mars. This is a driven energy. And with the challenging karma card, the Jack of Spades, it definitely has a lot of opportunity. You know what I mean? It has access to a lot of creativity. And the Jack of Spades is in the 7 of clubs. So yeah, definitely got a lot of creative challenges 7 of clubs. So this year is about us challenging ourselves. Just challenging yourself to go to that next level. And the next level is teaching, is coaching, is sharing information, right? Because the 10 of clubs is information, is definitely a card that will receive lots of information, right? Have information available to it. So this is the year we're looking at, and what you said is correct, because that's where we are. We're on, this is the information highway, right?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, especially, I don't know, I just see new I don't know, maybe another creative app or something else coming out as well. I don't know.
Well, Donald Trump said he was doing one, didn't he?
You serious? I know you said that the other day. I didn't know if you was I didn't know if you was serious.
He said he was doing his own app. I think they gave Donald Trump the shot, y'all. I think they did, because they had to. Donald Trump because he didn't come out this week, and he has a powerful week, and his weekly cards are powerful, and he didn't come out. I was waiting for him to come out, but I think they got him. I think Donald Trump got the shot.
I wouldn't trust that shot with the Jack of Spades and this 7 of
I don't
hearts.
think that shot. I'm thinking the shot. They gave him the shot. They didn't give him the COVID shot. They gave him something, because his cards are indication that he's gonna blow stuff out of the water. And this on the 3, we got to talk about the 3 of clubs day, man. It's gonna be serious, that 3 of clubs day. But we'll get there. This is gonna be a powerful 3 of clubs day, so we can talk about that. But yeah, Donald Trump got the shot. He had to. How do you feel, Rashad, being a 3 of diamonds? You're all activated and stuff. He got a shot.
No, I don't think he would even get close to one. As a 3 of diamonds, I don't know.
No, he didn't have to get close to it. They gave it to him. Come on now, the United States of America. They don't play with your butt, and he wouldn't sit down. And he's sitting in the house of the 7 of clubs. He wants to talk.
No, I don't think you can censor 3 of diamonds. So.
Yeah, if you give him the shot, you can. The United States knows how to fix you up with a good Mickey Ficky. You know what a Mickey Ficky is? Oh my God. Do you know the Mickey?
No, what is it exactly? Mickey Picky.
You know the Mickey Picky is.
Oh mercy.
Donald Trump got the Mickey Picky. He has been, because he wants to talk. I'm just saying his cards are look on his chart and his weekly, his weekly? I forget what his weekly is. But he has talk all over him. He got, and you already know the Ace of Spades is his Mercury, and the 10 of Clubs is sitting in the house. That's the government. That's exposing secrets. You know that 10 of Clubs got him out. So yeah, they had to do something to him because he said he's doing his own social media because they won't let him back on. So he said he's building his own social media platform, Saturn squaring Uranus.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Saturn square Uranus, of course, he gonna want to be in it. And like he just wants attention, probably.
Yeah, but no, he don't want attention. According to his cards, he want to talk. And now that I see he's sitting in the 7 of Clubs house, come on now. He was doing his thing this year. So yeah, he definitely wants to talk. He's feeling comfortable because the Queen of Clubs is in the 9 of diamond, is in the 5 of diamonds. So he's feeling pretty comfortable with himself. But yeah, they gave him something. They said we just have to put him down. You know how you do the people who just, you know, they don't want to pay attention. You got to give them something. You can't just lock them up, right?
No.
You could, but this wouldn't work
You're
out.
You're not going to get rid of Trump, you know.
Yeah. So the 10 of Clubs this year, this is definitely feeling it, and it has definitely been a year of talking. And it's so crazy. The freaking card that supports me in life is sitting in the Ace of Spades. Oh, I can't wrap my head around that one. I got a 10 of Clubs and Ace of Spades in Pluto. And that's why I'm tired of hearing my voice. Isn't that crazy? Wow, you can't make that up. You cannot make that up. If you're that's crazy. People have to start their business this year. This is important stuff. And you know what I see a lot of groups on here talking about how fake coaches are and
they really have.
Seen that?
Yeah,
it's
they have.
Yeah,
they really have.
Talking about life coaches oh my God.
And there's also been talks about it as a business or getting paid or as well.
Yeah, that is so freaking crazy to see how.
And then the Jack of Spades is in the Mercury card, so it's like it's a facade of fake people trying to heal people, type of conversation as well.
Well, that's the world we live in. We live in the United States, and in the United States, people are going to take advantage of stuff. That's why the United States is such a powerful country, because people see opportunity and they go for it. If you don't go for the opportunity, then you're not gonna be successful in the United States. So opportunities have opened up, and even more so going forward with mental health, right?
Yeah, well, we kind of knew that was going to, right.
So mental health is on Front Street, but the reward is the King of Diamonds. So you got the 5 of Hearts, Pluto, and the King of Diamonds reward. What does that say to you? And it's sitting in the Mystic Triangle with the 10 of Spades. So the King of Diamonds is the healer, right?
Right.
Wow, that's not on the low side. You don't want a King of Diamonds healer, right?
No, it's just gonna be selfish. Just trying to get your money as far as and not really have any value.
Oh my God, that's playing out right now. You can't even make this card up. The King of Diamonds, yes, and I said, oh my gosh, let me be quiet.
Oh yeah, and people copying your whatever you're trying to make as well, your information. Most definitely. people paying attention just so they can imitate you also. So
wow, that is so crazy that the King of Diamonds is the reward. Wow, that's a lot to carry. Now that's a lot. That is a lot for you to have the 5 of Hearts and Pluto. Rashad, if you don't stop clicking.
Oh, you can hear that. I'm sorry.
The 5 of Hearts and Pluto is you going in with the 5 of Hearts, and you going in with the 5 of Hearts, and the reward is the King of Diamonds. And the King of Diamonds is the healer this year. So it's healing. I mean, that's pressure. I mean, that's an enormous amount of pressure in the home. Because the Mystic Triangle is the home. The challenging karma card is the 4 of Hearts. So the pressure to heal the home, this is a 4 of Hearts decade. Wow. So going forward for the next 5 years, we have the King of Diamonds. That's interesting. How do you heal with the King of Diamonds? So we should be having new innovations coming forward. Definitely new leadership. We would definitely have new leadership, and definitely in the home, somebody has to step up and become that parent. Wouldn't you agree? They have to come. People have to step up in the home. Wow. You know, with the 4 of Hearts challenge, it's like this is about the home. So parenting and a whole lot of stuff are going to be on Front Street. Parents are going to, and with these kids being home because of COVID, that's adding a whole lot of sauce to it. This is making this year, it makes a whole lot of sense in why things are a little, well, they're a lot difficult. But the moon cosmic lesson is the 8 of Spades, and that's about healing. So we have the healing capacity. And the challenging karma card is the 5 of Hearts, which is the Pluto card. So we got Pluto. Wow. Wow. This is a big year for healing. It's about healing. That's just so amazing. And the 8 of Spades is we gotta stay the course. You know, the moon is the Ace of Diamonds, which is something, well, we know it's COVID, but it's in the moon. So it's based on how you feel about it. That is gonna affect you, but it's in the 3 of Diamonds, so it's money. As we know, it's all about the money. I said that, you know, we were talking about the King of Hearts and the 2 of Clubs, and it's been pretty quiet. The challenging karma card is the 4 of Diamonds, and the 4 of Diamonds is in the Ace of Hearts. That's just so, that's not, no, the King of Hearts is in the Jack of Diamonds, the challenging karma card, and the Jack of Diamonds is in the 6 of Clubs, and the challenging karma card is the Ace of Spades. So this is a year of healing. The 2 of Clubs is in the Jack of Diamonds. So this is the year of healing, because I said that they're very quiet. And however we proceed, you know, we'll see where the country is going. And I feel good around them. You know, I feel about the healings that we're supposed to be. Now that I look at it, I see that it's about healing the country, especially with that 8 of Spades being a challenging karma card. And the Eight of Spades is the cosmic lesson. What do you think, Rashad? That's some very good energy for healing.
Yeah, with the and where the King of Diamonds is, and I believe what makes King of Diamonds so healing is based on the information they have, especially dealing with trauma with the Ten of Hearts and Ten of Diamonds. Ten of Hearts and Ten of Diamonds are very therapeutic and healing cards as well. So the Ten of Diamonds isn't all about money. Once you add that aspect of the support of the Queen of Spades and the Queen of Clubs, the love and care that they may have for someone can have a very therapeutic healing nature. And that's a lot of times you can find them into and industries that may be around hospitals or trauma or caretakers. So once you add that particular effect to the King of Diamonds, they're very knowledgeable in those particular professions or fields as well. You know, they can have a very therapeutic and healing nature as far as how they approach.
And the spade is the supporting card, so that amplifies what you just said.
Yeah. So yeah, so it may if you pay for I guess I don't know the cost, just because we're in America, the value of prescriptions, or I'm not going to say prescriptions, but the things that heal you are going to be very valuable. You know, I don't know as far as COVID, the price could raise or something like that, but I don't think it
needs to get much higher. If you look at the pharmaceuticals, I'm pretty sure they've set this year very high. And so
it may just be in the news or media. It may come up though,
how much money it is. Yeah, because the card that supports it is the Seven of Clubs. That's the card that supports the Jack of Diamonds, and it's sitting in the Eight of Hearts. So yeah, conversation around that is definitely. But the challenging karma card is the Seven of Spades, and the Seven of Spades is Venus this year. Wow. And the Ten of Spades is the challenging karma card. And the King of Diamonds is sitting in the Ten of Spades. We got to do some work, man. We have to really get ourselves together in this country, because we got power. We got some serious powerful juju here. If we get our act together, man, it's some serious that we have to. This is a healing year. This is about healing. You stick COVID in there, of course. The universe stuck it in there for whatever reason, but this is about overall healing. The healings that need to be done, first of all, in the home. Because the King of Diamonds is sitting in the mystic triangle. That's talking about that ascension that the King of Diamonds is going to be taking over the next 5 years to the center of the universe. Because in 5 years, the King of Diamonds will be sitting in the Ten of Diamonds. So the healing that needs to be done is we have the power to do it. So yeah, it's about rolling up your sleeves. And that's the creed of the United States. However we look toward the government is how we look toward the government. But the creed of the Jack of Diamonds is to roll up your sleeves and get it done, right? The partnerships, talking about it, conversations, because the Jack of Diamonds is not a worker. So the things that we need to be doing, being creative. Yesterday was the Jack of Clubs. How was you feeling yesterday? The Jack of Clubs is a supporting card to the Jack of Diamonds. So yesterday was real good educational conversation going around. So the Jack of Diamonds is definitely a educated card. Educated person has lots of mental capacity, and we're supposed to be using that. We're supposed to be using our head, not stuck in it now. Because the Three of Spades is this challenging karma card, and it's saying be creative. So you can't be stuck in your head. Jack of Diamonds is not going to be stuck in your head anyway. They coming for you, right?
Yeah, they're gonna let their voice be heard.
They're gonna let their voice be heard. They ain't gonna get stuck in their head. Now, you might get stuck in your head after they finish with you, right?
Yeah, and trying to figure out what this person got going on. But
what are they talking about? Because that's Uranus. The Jack of Diamonds goes left real quick. They gonna make you think. That's one thing for sure.
They're gonna catch you off guard. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, you're gonna walk away scratching your head. So yeah, we gotta get to work. This is not. We're in March, so we got April, May, June. We got 3 months. That's 9. That's a 3 is an angle, so we gotta turn the corner, because 3 is a stop. So, and we're in Uranus, so we have this is like we have Neptune is the ace of clubs. So yeah, it's lining up perfectly for us to get our shit together. But you got the 4 diamonds in Uranus right now, and we're gonna be feeling some shakeups. It's gonna be some shakeups. The shakeups is definitely gonna be around relationships and your money, of course, going forward. So Uranus, and the four diamonds in Uranus could be beneficial, because it's talking about where you're going. Uranus is always talking about where you're going. You can go along or things just happen, but being prepared helps in Uranus, right? As much as you can, because shakeups don't have to be a bad thing. Things shake you up so you can move. Because if you never get shook up, you're not gonna move, right?
Right.
So the 4 diamonds means a shakeup in and of itself. The 4 diamonds has those 2 5s, and it has shakeups because it can be dreamy and it can be lazy. It sits in Neptune, Venus. So the 4 diamonds can have periods of time of just being, right?
Yeah, especially seeing Neptune, Venus, like you said.
Yeah,
you kind of
be in
want
the
to
house up, just chilling and just maximizing on the chill, right?
Yeah.
Probably with some pot.
Chill, dog.
The 4 diamonds
too
would
mellow.
be the one that is getting high. Right?
Yeah, that's interesting. I was looking at 4 diamonds. I know. I was like, nah, I don't think they would probably smoke, but
yeah, are you serious?
On the low.
Are you kidding me? You don't think they either would or they won't, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna smoke or they're not gonna smoke, because the 5 of spades and the 5 of hearts is pushing them. You know what I mean? I would say depending on their planetary.
Yeah, but I think it may cause, I don't know, the king of spades and Pluto, I don't know, just, and then with those double 5s, it would just.
It would be a problem, but they still gonna smoke. Come on now.
Yeah.
Are you serious? I wouldn't stop them?
Yeah, I wouldn't think it would be good, because it caused too much anxiety.
Yeah, it does. Trust me, I know 4 diamonds. It does cause a lot of anxiety, but I sure know 4 diamonds that, and I said that plural, that do partake in the pleasures, and so yeah, that's interesting. We got some good stuff to get our act together. I got a boost today. I definitely have to move in and do some work, because that Jack of Diamonds is definitely pointing at the entrepreneurship that's going to be taking place in this country. So being innovative with that Ace of Spades, definitely doing the work. Going in, you got the power now. You're a healer right now. You want to go to school and take up something. I've been thinking about going back to school.
Writing books as well.
I don't know what part that is, but it needs to sit down.
What, school?
Yeah, I've been thinking about going back to school.
School. 10 clubs. Would you put that as the 10 clubs? I would say so.
In the Ace of Spades, I could kind of see that. It's like, why do I need to go back to school? Ain't no school is free.
Colleges, and I'll say like colleges, like school, like programs, those type of schools, So yeah, I can see that.
I can see that, and it's free right now for me because of my age. So
I did not know that. Where have I been? I said I did not know that. Where have I been?
Yeah, it's free. You have to get That's what, because I will never pay for school. That's why I pay for it cash.
Gosh, I regret that I did. I wish I could get talking about getting rid of school loans and debt. and
You better be paying. If you want to get rid of your school loan, you better be paying it every month, because you're not going to get people who think they're going to get rid of student loans. And this is a 10 of clubs conversation with the 10 of clubs and the ace of spades, because that would be the government, and they're not going to pay off your loan if you haven't been paying it consistently for 10 years. They're going to put something in there. You know that, right?
Look, I've been broke since I graduated school. Right.
If it's in abeyance, you are not getting a forgiveness. You can forget about that. And that's just the way it is.
Yeah, I tell them every year I'm broke. If don't nobody know I'm broke, it's my student loan.
You're not getting forgiven.
Oh,
I hate for you to even have that, because they have to have a criteria, and the criteria has to be that you're paying it. The people who get their loans paid off probably will owe $5.
I mean, I think that's the life of a third diamond. You always learn about paying your debts.
About the United States. The people who get it paid off, they're gonna owe $5 left. They have paid it for the last 20 years. And now they're gonna say we're gonna forgive the loan. You watch, there's a government, they've done this before. Y'all just not old enough to know the last time they've done these shenanigans, but Google it.
Nah, I think it's all cycles. I'm pretty sure we look up the year. It'd be cyclical as far as maybe something they've done like that before. Well, oh snap! The fact that we're in the 60s. I was thinking about that the other day. The fact we're in the 60s. You know, I'm in Oakland, so it's just been on my mind about that the 60s and that particular time period, and you know, just the revolution and everything that was happening, and gosh, was student programs, free lunches and those type of programs.
That's what I said. I'm sitting here listening to the stuff that we did in the 60s.
Right.
That's exactly it. That's what is happening. It's because we're in that same cycle now. When we look it up, this is the cycle that we're in. So yeah, I definitely see that. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, most definitely. The Black Panthers and everything that they did as far as implementing free lunches and school programs make change. It's kind of, I'm wondering as far as the change that's kind of taking place since kids aren't really in school at this moment. And then especially with the whole Uranus and Saturn last year, I know as far as school, the laws and things surfaced around COVID was on topic. I don't know that particular alignment. Maybe someone may know. But then just the discussion and news about that was, you know, put out into the forefront. It was just destined based on the astrology of things. Even outside of COVID, there was going to be some changes within the way that we school our children or student structures around school with the particular placement with Saturn and Uranus.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting time, but we got to do the work. It's lining up for us to do the work. So we definitely have to get involved in you know, all of the stuff that we're talking about. We got to get involved, because we have very powerful we have very powerful cards right now that are telling us what we need to do. You know, with the Jack of Diamonds, that life path is a blueprint to tell you what you have to do. So what do you think?
Yeah, following Jack of Diamonds, it definitely, with it being in the United States, you can kind of see whenever you look at the placements and things that happen, and because Jack of Diamonds is just gonna let it be known, I think they kind of flow into the energy. I don't know. I was looking at the fact that America is the Jack of Diamonds last night, and the way that Jack of Diamonds operates, and you know, like you said, that they're gonna be the coach. They're gonna let you know what's on their mind, So the way this is going to express itself at this particular moment with the King of Diamonds and the Ace of Diamonds and the Ten of Clubs, I think they're going to be very, I don't know, political and outspoken and authoritative as far as the way that they come across and things they want done at this particular time. It'll be interesting to see the laws they place because of COVID after this. I would say, I don't know.
Yeah, well, definitely are going to be some game changers with laws with the Ten of Clubs sitting in the Ace of Diamonds, right?
Yeah.
But can you believe them? That's the thing. The thing is that on the low side, we are kind of, it is what it is. On the low side, we have to vet things out because the Jack of Diamonds is in Neptune. So we really pretty much can't trust the Jack of Diamonds in the United States. So we really now have to really be diligent in what we're looking, just definitely in what you're doing. It's about you. That's the bottom line. It's about you. It's about what you want, what you need to be doing in your home, because that's the home. We're looking at the home right now. The United States is home for us, and we're looking at our homes, and our homes are about getting in alignment. So when you get your home in alignment, your relationships, your family, your children, then you go out in the world. Okay, we have different kind of conversations. So you got to get in alignment. You have to. This is not about playing around right now. And we have far too many people that are not taking care of the home. They're not, they're not taking care of their children. The children are definitely being marginalized. You're going to have a year of children that have faltered. Already you have a school system that was not beneficial anyway. And now you're going to have a year of children, depending on the parents, I saw a show, one of those shows, those reality shows, a doctor show, and she was complaining about the kids, and now your husband is a doctor, and you complaining about, how you have to, be educating, and I was like, this is just like, if you're sitting here complaining, and your husband is a doctor, and you're not the best representation of education, we in trouble. You know what I mean? Just looking, you get to see stuff on TV and in celebrity like that is a marker, and it represents where we are. And I was like, wow, your husband's a doctor, man. You kind of need to know to go hard on education. You know what I mean? The year your kids are not in school is where you need, if you're not that parent, then you need to have a tutor in your house. What did you say? This big 50,000 square foot mansion that you're living in. Isn't that tutor time?
Yeah, I would think so. I was just going to talk about homeschooling as well. I see that in the aspect with that 9 of diamonds, and 6 of hearts, and the 4 of diamonds, King Spades, 4 of diamonds. Just changes within the way we educate our children and homeschooling.
Totally. With the 10 of clubs, you definitely are looking at a change in education, right?
Right. Yeah. So homeschooling being a major factor, a big push, which we can kind of see that anyways because of COVID, but just the idea of it is going to look a little better. And I think as far as like anyone that was doing that business, I mean, we kind of called it last year also, especially around autistic children and the way that they're going to get educated was going to be kind of shocking. There was a lot of shakeups last year as far as the education around people with autism and those things, and especially getting them information and technology because everything is streamed through online. I forgot what it was exactly that caused it, maybe some trouble or disruption. I don't know if it was looking at the astrology or the cardology, but I was in a car with someone and I just brought up the conversation, and it was just tough educating people with mental disabilities. You know, it was a tough year for them in that transition during COVID.
Yeah, and the Queen of Clubs is the Queen of Clubs. Where's the Queen of Clubs? The Queen of Clubs is Saturn, Neptune. So yeah, and the challenging karma card is the Nine of Diamonds. So yeah, you're right. Gonna get dragged because the Queen of Clubs is all about is all, and the Five of Hearts is sitting in the Queen of Clubs. So we know the Queen of Clubs is all about children. So yeah, it's gonna get real heated, you know. And my friend is a counselor, and the stuff that she's telling me, I'm like, oh my gosh, because you know they're talking about next year. So I'm like, sheesh, you know, next year. I mean, so many teachers have quit. It's ridiculous.
Mm.
You know, they've just quit. You know what I mean? They like, we just quit it. You know, so
That's the Nine of Diamonds, quitting your job.
Quitting your job. They just quitting. Teachers are just going back next year. If you want to be a teacher, this is the time for you to step up. But it's gonna be challenging because you're changing a paradigm. You know, the paradigm is shifting. So yeah, if you want to be a teacher, this is the time for you to do it. But it's gonna be work. This is gonna be work. This is not gonna be something for the faint of heart. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be interesting to say the least to see the building and the structures of the government, and the government is the school.
Yeah, if I was the president, I'm not gonna lie, and I was to use cardology, you would just, I don't know. I just think governments are meant to take care of people. That's what, like, that's the only reason the government is there, to think about ways to take care of people and support people with programs and implementing programs, and because that's what you do. I mean, you're the backup to people not being able to survive in the capitalist society. So I just think that if I was president, and looking at cardology, you'll be looking at where would you put your funding at? You know, how would you invest your money, and how would you support people financially as far as the programs that you implement? So it makes sense that around that particular time, people would look into creating funding programs and fundraisers and things of that nature to support schools and colleges, and you know, just investing into that sector, you know, and clearing out.
Yeah, but that's already done, so you can't even go there. That's
no, well, the
done.
changes. What I'm saying is what we're doing now.
What has to happen is things have to be used. It's already in place. That's not what the government job is. The government already is invested in everything that you said, and it's not the government's. The government can't be more invested.
Well, are they invested correctly though? Like we still see.
It's not that they're not correct. It's not invested correctly. It's all of this money goes to individual states. So people in the states don't understand the politics of anything, because you got to hold your elected officials, local officials, responsible, because your state has the money. So the fact that you're looking at the government is what the elected officials want you to do, because they get the money. They get the money every year, and under
well, they make it tough though. I said they make it tough to get the money. Like I was like working in the after school.
Local officials make it tough, not the government. That's different. When we're talking about the government taking care, and we're talking about as a collective, the government gives the money to the states, for the states to allocate it and take care of their constituents, which is your local officials. Your local officials.
But it's not based on actual need. I don't feel like it's based on what someone actually needs. Like it's not calculated correctly.
It's based on stealing, Rashad. It's based on stealing the money. That's what it's based on. It's based on the money is there, but it's cronyism. It's like you have something that's set up, and your elected official brother runs it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a lot. It's not that the money isn't there. It's that now his brother runs it. So now his brother has a contract, and his brother is the one. Come on, Rashad. You got to know about the government.
I mean, yeah, I always look for this. I try to make it make sense, but it never makes sense to me. It never makes.
It's gonna make sense.
It gets on my nerves.
But we got a Pluto return coming, and the Pluto return does not hit the